Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio. Tied 1-1 after the win. We'll see who can get the edge.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Bazemore, and that one is stuffed right through.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Here's Parker after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Now here's Barnes. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota. To the paint, Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Here's Curry, following the score by Tony Parker. Bogut dishes to Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound. You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A-game rolling tonight.
And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, some of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And that one's good, Barnes.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Parker against Bogut. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Aldridge. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
That's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Parker. 9 points last game out. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio and those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Warriors leading by 3. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thank you, Doris.
This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Utah Jazz.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
Parker with the steal. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Barnes passes to Thompson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And that one's good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Curry following the bucket by the Spurs. The pass to Bogut. The feed to Green. And the shot is good. Green's got 13.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. That's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big 3, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big 3 recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period. And if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. The Warriors making a switch here. Azili's checked in. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. The wide open look here for Aldridge. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Aldridge has got 7. Warriors leading by 3.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big 3, but to think of himself as the big 1.
Here's Azili, 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in assists, first in steals. And then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
Now, here's Green. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. That drops. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
Now here's Parker. He has 5. Puts it up from 17. Green with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Curry. San Antonio also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Mills in for Parker.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And the rejection by Ezeli. It's deflected. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Ezeli's got his first bucket of the night. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
There's a screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. C.J. Miles comes in for Barnes. Duncan with the bucket.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Warriors leading by 6. Passes to Looney. It's stolen by West. Here's Leonard. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Looney passes to Ezeli. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Pick by West. Now, here's Mills. 11-point game his last outing. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now we see the league's top assist team since All-Star. They've been displaying some great teamwork. The Warriors, number 1. Number 5, the Spurs.
What jumps out at you is the unselfishness of both of these teams. I mean, that helps their shooting percentages go up because guys are willing to share the ball.
Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Now here's Iguodala. He had 16 points in the win against Minnesota. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Diaw with a wide open look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Iguodala dishes to Spates. Looney passes to Iguodala. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Now here's Ginobili. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Here's Looney. 10-point lead. Golden State moving the ball around. Ginobili with the steal. And Diaw kicks to Ginobili. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Great open look there. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Here is Livingston, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Looney. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And that one falls for Looney. Both good from the line that time. Mills. And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hard to stop.
My first 3-4 years, it was.
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just the start they're looking for in this game.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Barnes, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Spurs trail by 13. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Marjanovic, and it's sent back by Bogut.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I'll give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Curry, guarded closely. And Thompson kicks to Green. There's the dish to Bogut. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. Tim Duncan. Warriors leading by 16. Dishes to Green. Pulls it from 20. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 17 points for Draymond Green. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Curry with the steal. Ahead. And Thompson throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Bazemore. Back to Parker. They need this. The shot will not go. The Warriors go the other way with it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Spurs trail by 20. Bazemore passes to Leonard. Duncan inside. Covered by Barnes. And that one's good. Duncan. Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Kicks it to Green. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Andrew Bogut.
Festus Ezeli.
Shot from the inbound, and Aldridge with the layup. Aldridge has got 9.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Spurs trail by 16. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. 8 points for him.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
The drive by Green. Duncan brings the double team. Nobody near Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State. For San Antonio, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Parker kicks to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Curry dishes to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry passes to Green. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Allen's checked in for Green, and Curry subbed in for Curry.
Checking in for your Warriors, the boy Allen.
Curry kicks to Allen, inside. Ball stolen. Here's Parker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Curry. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Spurs have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Shot clock at 6, and he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quit in them. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
Feeds it to Thompson. He kicks to Curry. To the paint. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Bazemore. He's covered by Thompson. Nobody near Leonard. Off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Curry with it. Pass to Ezeli. He feeds it to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's 12 points for Barnes. Parker against Curry. Parker dishes to Bazemore. And stolen by Barnes. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And Thompson throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Warriors with some changes. Iguodala comes in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. The Spurs also changing it up. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Ginobili comes in for Leonard, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Livingston. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Spurs trail by 9. There's the feed to Mills. Here's Duncan. The rebound by Ezeli.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Iguodala, the pass to Allen.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bazemore misses.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
It's Iguodala with the drive, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's C.J. Miles in for Curry. Spurs trail by 12. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. West setting the pick for Ginobili. He dishes it to West. And the pass to Mills. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by West. Mills has got 6 points.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, he picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
Pass to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Diaw with the steal. Here's Ginobili. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Here's Looney. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Pass to Miles. Now the dish to Iguodala. And again, no good by Golden State. Spurs trail by 9. Fires from 14. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
All alone. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Looney's got 4 this quarter. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Diaw. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Iguodala outside. Now here is Bogut. He's tightly guarded. Dishes it to Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Fires it up. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. And it's good. Curry's got 8.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And Ginobili. Here we go. 1 second left. The clock runs out.
Coach, you're going.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Half. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He ended up with 19 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you at
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Green. He's got 19 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the...
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Jam, giving us a great look at that one.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
6 to shoot, and Parker, here we go. They get a hand on it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut. From 10 feet out. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Kicks to Aldridge. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Aldridge has got 15.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
It's Curry with the drive. Bogut with a clean look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Spurs ball.
Well, here are a group of point guards that have dialed up their own offense in the second half of the season. These are the top scorers at the one spot since the All-Star break. Second, Stephen Curry.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
And to me, that's what makes them so special. I mean, they don't have one way to punish you offensively. They've got several. You You want your point guard to be the most versatile player on the squad, and these guys are.
Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Leonard. Feeds to Bogut. Thompson outside. Right side, Green. He kicks it to Bogut. Chipped away. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Tim Duncan.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Clock at 2. That doesn't go either for Green.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Post up, Aldridge.
Thompson against Leonard.
Hey, Lamarcus.
The baseline J.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors.
For your Warriors, Festus Ezeli.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. Ezeli dishes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And that one's good. Barnes.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Parker against Curry. Parker kicks to Aldridge. From 13, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Barnes passes to Green, and it's sent back by Aldridge. They recover it. It's Curry outside. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Ezeli. Pass to Barnes. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 15. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Ezeli dishes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Parker. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up, and oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Aldridge, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. Thompson inside the line. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Leonard. And Bazemore kicks to Parker. Here's Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist in the game. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Tim Duncan picks one up. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Mills, that's a two-pointer, and another basket for San Antonio. Warriors leading by 15. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. Mills passes to Ginobili. Good.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Mills dishes to Ginobili. Now the Warriors moving it up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Now Mills. 8 points for him. Clock at 6.
Ginobili.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 15. The feed to Iguodala. Drills the three-pointer. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And here's Mills. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Spurs trail by 16. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. And the Spurs with possession here. Now here's Mills. Diaw, the screen. 4 on the clock. Mills can't hit.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Got a piece of it. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Warriors leading by 16. Iguodala the pass to Green. No good with the triple.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Out left to the wing. Diaw, the screen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Unfortunately, to me, I don't get it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Ginobili up top. Here's Leonard. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And off the front iron, and in it goes. Diaw's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bogut sets a screen for Green. Poked away. Diaw with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Leonard. Great tee that time from Curry. Warriors leading by 13. The drive by Green. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Curry's got 5. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Marjanovic. They double him with Green. There's the pass to Leonard. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Bogut dishes to Spates.
Bogut.
On the wing, Green. Covered by Mills. Green kicks to Iguodala. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Marjanovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
They grab their own miss. Passes it to Leonard. Diaw, the screen. Goes back up. Mills can't hit. Green against Leonard. Now the dish to Spates. It's good from long range. Spates has got his second bucket of the night.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top, up by 15. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Kent Bazemore, Aldridge out there with Ginobili, then it's Tony Parker. Aldridge down low, working on Green, and that one's good. 21 points for Aldridge.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that one's good.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Spurs trail by 15. Ginobili outside. Here's Marjanovic, covered by Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio also making a switch. West is checked in for Manu Ginobili.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
West gets the bucket.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Barnes passes to Green. He dishes it to Bogut. Back to Green, and stolen by Aldridge. Parker outside. Outside Aldridge, and stolen by Barnes. By himself, finishes the break with a slam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
6 on the shot clock. Aldridge. It's hauled in by Bogut.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Down low and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Bazemore, guarded by Curry. And Kent Bazemore with the 3.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Warriors leading by 13. Thompson left side. Barnes kicks to Green and stolen by Aldridge.
Get on Parker.
Pass to Bazemore. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bazemore's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
It's Curry with the drive. They double-team Curry. So it's San Antonio now. Spurs trail by 11. Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson. Bazemore for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dishes it to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Kicks it to Curry. Fires from deep. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
It's Parker with the drive. The Warriors pull it in.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
He was all alone on that one. And it's now 23 points for Draymond Green.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Aldridge is screen. Here's Bazemore, covered by Bogut, and he gets the bucket.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target. And Kent Bazemore, the long-armed lefty out of Old Dominion, where he was the Division I Defensive Player of the Year back in 2011, a 5-year senior. He graduated with 2 degrees, one in criminal justice, the other in human services.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And Bazemore grew up in a small town, Kelford, North Carolina. Clark, less than 300 people.
In a very tight-knit community, as you might expect, Kevin. His uncle owned the local diner, and you see that in his demeanor. Very social, a humble guy. He's really a nice presence in the locker room.
It's Aldridge penetrating. Here's West. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Spurs trail by 11. Here's Bazemore. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's Curry with the drive. Green dishes to Curry. And another basket for Golden State. San Antonio with the ball. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Good on the shot. 23 points for Aldridge. Warriors leading by 9. Thompson. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Picked by West. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Outside Aldridge. 3-pointer. They get it back. And Thompson sends it back. Curry kicks to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Spurs trail by 9. Parker dishes to Bazemore. Feeds it to Duncan. The 10-footer. That doesn't go either for Duncan. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
That misses off the backboard.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Duncan brings the double team from 8 and off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 20 points for Steph Curry. Parker against Curry. And Parker, here we go. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. He kicks to Barnes. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. From 15 feet away, Leonard no luck.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
It's stolen by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. From deep. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Marjanovic, covered by Bogut. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Warriors leading by 12. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 16 points for Klay Thompson. Curry against Parker. He feeds it to Bazemore. Leonard against Thompson. 6 to shoot. Leonard attacking. Another shot. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
2 points, Phoenix. San Antonio, the timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut. Green kicks to Curry. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Tony Parker.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Duncan with the screen on Cook. Parker's shot is off. Warriors leading by 12. On the wing, Thompson. The shot. And the Warriors miss again.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And Bazemore kicks to Parker. To the middle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like he actually runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you can have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
You're going to have five guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And they're going to break this season series tie with a big win here tonight, giving them a record of 2-1 for the year, with one final game left to go against the Spurs.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Draymond Green. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
And he gets it to go.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early, then goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Marjanovic, the shot's good on the assist by West.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Here's Looney. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation. Draymond Green. Hard enough for most players to get a triple-double in any game, but he does it yet again. He delivered some. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.